Hi there, and welcome to Cue the Health Podcast. I'm Ashley and Martin, the hostess, with so much love for you listening. Cue the Health is here to help you take the right action for your health, healing, and well being. Rohn said, motivation gets you started, but commitment keeps you going. Motivation gets you started, and then commitment keeps you going. Over the next couple of episodes, we will be talking about keeping the human in humanity, right? We're humans, and we need sometimes to be reminded. So this episode, we'll dig into commitment and what that looks like and how we can stay committed to the things that we're supposed to stay committed to. Commitment is the act or state of being committed, pledged, obligated, promised to someone or something. You may think about a group you're a part of. You may think about your partner. You may think about your children, right? Your health, whatever it is that state, that behavior, that mindset that fuels your obligation or your promise to being connected to these people and or spaces. Now, think about this. We're all different. Regardless of the fact that we are human, we are all different. We all bear. We have different proclivities, different personalities, different persuasions. Some of us do better at commitment than others. Some of us are committed to certain things at a time and have no issue with it. And then sometimes there can be fickleness in certain spaces, or maybe even fear. But again, when it comes to the things, the people, the places where we should be committed, where we should keep our promises as best as possible, it does good to remember your why in order to keep you going, and in some cases get you started. So why does this all matter? Why does this all matter? It's part of life. It is a part of life. Commitment is a big part of our lives. If you're going to if you're going to do something, if you're going to volunteer for it, if you're going to pay for it, if you're going to promise it, it's a part of life. And committing speaks volumes to your stick with itness, right? It allows you to see things through. Now, this is the thing about commitment. There's a level of consistency that comes in certain spaces and places. I'm thinking about if you committed to lose 10 to 15 pounds, right? And you're probably going to take time to schedule some routine exercise several times a week or maybe several times a month to ensure that that commitment to that goal is seen through. Similarly, in relationships, if you have committed to improving a particular relationship, then perhaps you are going to take some time out, whether it's to talk or to go to counseling or to do things intentionally that are consistent, that feed the positive and good parts of your relationship. Somewhere, somehow, there's some consistency that feeds good maintenance of that commitment, which can entail lead to fruitfulness. So commitment often leads to fruitfulness, whether that is that loss of the 10 or 15 pounds, that improvement in your shape, you're able to get in that dress or those pants you wanted to get into, whether that is you have a more stable, solid, steady, peaceful relationship with another individual, or you've met some other goal. Commitment often leads to fruitfulness. So just think about it. It matters more than we think. So I hear the rest of you. Well, perhaps you've had an issue with commitment. Maybe you're a little bit of a commitment phobe. Think about why that is. Identification is key to unpacking and resolving what may be a part of that, or maybe a part of some of the baggage of that. What's underneath that? Why don't you like committing? Is it that you like spontaneity? Is it relegated or delegated to one particular area, or you like that in different areas of your life? Get to the root of it. Why? Like, why is it that you have a hard time committing in a certain area? And really take time to think about, is it a commitment issue? Is it a fear? Do you have a fear there? Is it something that you need to overcome? Or is it that you are creative and you need your creative juices stirred up and flowing? Think about that. So after you're able to identify What may have you less committed in an area that perhaps you want to improve your commitment in? You can then get to the strategy or the solution of what will actually help you and how you can commit better. Now, this is it's also interesting. Knowing when to change is important when it comes to commitment because sometimes we can commit to some craziness and we don't want to do that. We don't want to be committed to craziness. We don't want to be committed to anything wrong that's wrong for us, right? So knowing when to change, balancing commitment with knowing when to change is very important. And sometimes that takes time. It's a dance. It takes time to know this is where I need to remain consistent, committed, and this is where I need to change. It takes time. It takes accountability. It takes the right accountability, the right partnership, the right tribe. So just consider those things. Consider those things. And remember, part of keeping the human in humanity is knowing when we need to stick with something and when we need to release it and find something new that we get to stick to. So if you know someone who could benefit from hearing or putting any of this to use, do not hesitate to share with them. Remember, sharing is caring. And if something has worked for you, let me know. Let others know. Don't hesitate to leave it in the comments, especially on YouTube. Until next time.